that, I have to upload it later.
I'm not staying that long.
You're not staying that long. I get it. I understand. But we're gonna get back into it.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
This will be tough.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he
Why
was
is there balloons?
employee number 427.
Why is that one not touched
Oh, it's
down?
427 instead of 327.
His job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders
Do they still have where you have to open the door 50 times on the right?
I already did it.
Buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
This is the Stanley Parable 2.
This is exactly the same as Stanley Parable 1.
Every month of every
This is
year.
but it's 427 instead of 327.
Yeah.
Considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And
Is this game made in Gmod?
was happy.
No, they couldn't. Remember, it's not Gmod anymore. It would be Hmod.
And then one day, something very
Wow.
peculiar
They don't get sued.
happened.
The Stanley Parable
Something would
2!
forever change Stanley.
This is new shit. I've
Something
never
he
seen
would
this.
Never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour
Dude, it's
when he
cutscenes,
realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened.
Get well someday.
This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of
back.
his office.
That's right. The sensitivity was fucking me up.
Yeah. Whoa. Go ahead, that door. Go
Stanley
ahead, that door.
simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to
It doesn't
wait.
say 12:14.
Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday...
I'm locked. I'm locked in here. I'm stuck.
Soon, very soon
Help.
now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now
There's
it's just a
replayability,
little
though.
bit closer. Now it's even closer.
Help me. I'm going crazy.
Here it comes.
I'm gonna fucking go. He died. Alright, we're good. Let's go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Get well someday.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Sorry.
You not close doors behind you?
What is this?
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Oh, it's the bucket!
You get to pick stuff up, throw it through the window.
How do I drop the bucket?
But that's your piss bucket now. I like how they just put it on a pedestal for you to pick up.
What does that say? Waiting input. What? Input received? Where do we go now?
Do it again. Keep going.
I'm
Until it
trying.
fills up.
It can't. I can't do it. Hold on. We gotta find other computers that have input. That's not the right one. Fuck. Chat, we're on to something.
Stanley clung
Secret
the
codes.
bucket to his cheek. Could his co-workers really all be gone?
This bucket.
What is with this fucking bucket, dude?
I like
This
it.
was like the comfort bucket or whatever. This was the reference to fucking Portal where you had that one thing. Fuck, dude. I don't know what this
The
is. Hold
friendship
on.
cube.
Yeah, the friendship cube, the
Stanley
love
pressed
cube.
the bucket
For
upon
20.
every little thing in the office.
The store for
Oh,
20.
he's-
Open
Responded
it.
to the bucket's touch, but it did little to discourage Stanley's belief in the magic of the bucket.
This isn't real.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
This is awesome. Entered the door on his left.
Do it.
Okay.
Doesn't it just walk you back into this room if you go in the door?
No, he gets really upset. But I want to see what happens if
With
we
the
make a
bucket?
really crazy decision with this bucket.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth
Is
and
it still
comfort
this?
now more than ever.
Boss
Perhaps
inspection.
his boss's office was
We're
where he'd
broke.
find answers.
Mergers! Again, chat. Let's go. Somebody in the chat when I was doing it the last time, somebody was like, mergers!
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it
Keep
now.
it.
It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other
I can
cleaning
hear the
supplies.
age in his
Good
voice.
for you, Stanley. Don't give in.
Yeah.
Don't hand over the bucket. I know how
Don't
hard it
do it.
must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend.
We gotta name him!
Can't hand it over.
I can't get into character like this if I don't have a name for this bucket.
Is this how low the broom closet has sunk that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the
Billiam.
bucket?
William the
Stanley,
Bucket.
I never liked
No,
this broom
Billiam.
closet for a variety
Billiam.
of reasons, but even
Billiam
this
the
is worse than
Bucket.
I had imagined. And wait,
Billiam.
now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends.
What the
That your
fuck's going
relationship
on?
is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even
This guy's
partially
still
enticing
going
manner?
on. Hello?
Well, never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it.
What
Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments.
You're a dumb
Expand
fucking
on the
bitch
wide
ass
variety
closet.
of
Fuck you,
experiences
bitch.
You and the bucket have
Yeah,
shared
all my
together.
homies hate
Go through
closets.
each of
Fuck
them
you.
point by point.
Billiam is
Share your
ours.
journal entries detailing
Billiam
the
is
rich
ours.
emotional landscape
Fuck
of
you,
your
broom
feelings for
closet.
the
Dude,
bucket,
he's
as
still
they have
going on.
changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Pussy? Yeah! Fuck you, closet! Bitch! Let's go.
Got him.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle
Nah,
this debate once
fuck.
and for all.
Okay, what you
Here
got
we
me?
go.
What is it? What was it?
There. Now it's settled.
What was it?
No more debate. No more discussion.
What did he put
the,
in?
Take our
the
hike
bucket has a
closet.
sticker, property of
Don't
Stanley.
meander
Oh,
philosophical
oh.
diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship
Stanley
to broom
and
closets in the natural
Billiam.
order of things.
Defenders of the world.
A new character in the genre Rumble coming soon? What are
Coming
your
to a
thoughts?
staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked
Just a
upstairs
bucket.
to the boss's office.
Da 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 da.
I hope you can put a bucket on their heads in the... Wait, what if I go down? Fuck it, dude. I'm gonna listen to what he has to say for Stanley Parable 2, because this is all the shit that I did before. But, like, it's kind of different, so I'm trying to figure it out. What does it say? I'm an executive. To be rich, is it a crime to commit crime?
You found one of
A
them.
bobble.
One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward
Yeah.
for collecting
Yeah.
all of these, only
No
the
reward for
intrinsic
collecting
Let's
all
pleasure. Well
go!
done. You can't buy that sort of happiness.
I love
Stanley.
it,
God knows
because
I
he's
tried.
absolutely right.
So,
You don't
I
get anything
implore
for this,
to
but it makes you
savor
feel better.
each and every moment
It's
you come
destiny.
across one of these beautiful
You
figurines.
shut the fuck up.
What does it say? Extreme bathrooms. Time magazine, get it? Okay, wait, what does it say? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one.
Nice.
Nice, absolutely. Fuck, damn, dude. I know. There's something behind it. Oh, I can open this door now. Let's go. There's a fucking elevator now. This door was locked back in the day, dude. I was trying to get in here. Is there any way I can... I can't...
Fill the bucket. Oh. Oh. Go.
I don't know, man.
Go in there.
Can't
No.
get through, bro. Door stuck.
Go down. Baby, are you down, 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 down? I think we just found Billiam's theme song.
Is he humming it?
Might be.
I think so.
This is a long ass elevator.
This is the game now.
I'm
This ain't
convinced it
right.
was a lie. I'm convinced that the elevator was just a lying mechanic. There's no bottom. There's no to the floor. Wait, wait, wait. Was there always a bookshelf in that room?
Think so? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to a bookshelf. Push the down button again. There you go. Bro, what?
It's a lie, dude. The fucking elevator's a
Just
lie.
sits there.
Stepping into his manager's office,
Piano.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed
Blink,
by the
blink,
weight
blink,
of this
blink, blink.
revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the
Where's the
dark
secret
clouds
code?
of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable.
Is this going
At
on?
this point, Stanley
he's
was
making
so
me wanna
absorbed
love
in the
this,
tender
like, bucket, dude.
spiritual connection he
It's
shared
working.
with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
Okay, well, he told me that I didn't have any notion at all, so I'm gonna stay in here for a minute. See what happens.
Property of Stanley.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was
Did you just
useless,
say
since he
property
could
of
never
Stan?
possibly know that the combination
No.
was 2845.
Combination 2845. Remember that, boys. He's getting kind of a little sassy again, huh?
2845.
Oh,
Wait, see what he says next. Or
We'll
put
have
2 8
fun
for
on Stanley's
6.
parable, gentlemen. I'm gonna hit the hay.
Alright, champ.
Don't hit that. What did the hay do to you?
Not let me sleep.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked
Forgot.
in, and the door
Later.
just opened all by itself. Stanley got the hell
What?
along with the story. Well, whoop.
Oh, so he got the hell on with the story. Okay. Wow, really good improved graphics here.
Bucket, are you down, down,
Down,
down,
down,
down,
down,
down?
Bucket!
The
Bucket!
elevator raced
Bucket,
down,
are you down,
plummeting
down,
towards an
down,
unknown
down,
fate.
down?
It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself
William!
together, if not for the bucket. Soothing
Kill you.
him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Escape.
Let's see what happens, man.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Stanley and the bucket both wondered.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly
Fired.
dropped the
Fired.
bucket in shock. Everyone
Oh,
what number is
was
that?
being videotaped.
I'm trying to see
monitored like
4287.
guinea pigs.
Where was it?
The bucket had never
I
seen
think it was that
anything
one right
like
there. It
this,
might be that
and it
one,
very
uh,
nearly burst
427.
into tears as Stanley
I wonder what
prayed
happened to
gently,
327.
reassuring it that everything would be fine.
427. 427, that one. That's me. That's me right there. What the
It's just
fuck?
your cubicle.
Oh, it is just my cubicle. You're right.
Find 327.
327? Oh, true, true. Cause wasn't he 327 last time?
He's right there. He's down a little bit.
He's a filing cabinet now.
Oh, rip.
Get it? Cause he's fucking archived.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to
Billiam,
do things
no.
it didn't wish to do?
Billiam!
What things does a bucket want to do?
You probably didn't want to be
To
picked
do
up,
in
and you
the
picked him up
first place?
anyway.
These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
He was probably fucking
He
feeble.
screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it.
Wait,
His
are we
own
going?
life
Were
in
we
someone
going up last
else's
time?
control.
Did we ever go up
Never.
last time, or did we ever?
His
I don't
go
think
down?
so. I think it
tighter.
goes down.
His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
What? None of that makes any sense, though.
But here was the proof. The
Oh
heart
yeah, no,
of
this
the
one looks
operation
familiar.
controls
This
labeled
does
with
look familiar.
emotions, happy or sad or content.
Have you ever done this part
Walking,
correctly?
eating, working, all of it monitored and
I
commanded from
turned
this
it off.
very place. And as the cold reality of his
Like you
past
push all the
began to
buttons.
sink in,
Did you turn it on?
Stanley decided that this machinery
Oh yeah,
would never again
definitely.
exert its terrible power
It's really hard to
over
push all the
another human
buttons.
life. For he
There we
and
go.
the
Just by the
bucket
way.
would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way. The bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Turn it on. Turn it on.
I play Elden Ring.
But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped
bucket.
in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over
Oh,
the machine
no.
and claim the power for
He's
itself?
actually the main villain.
How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust, when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen. Birds. Silly, silly birds.
They're so
The
wacky!
control buttons became
These
activated.
silly birds.
Silly birds? Which one do I want? Is that a hawk or is it... Let's see this one. Which one do you want to
that
do?
one. That's
This one?
the right one.
Wow! Look at how silly they are!
Stanley
Wow!
flipped through one video of
Flamingo.
silly birds.
Oh my
after
god!
another, and then it dawned on him.
It's
This
Twitter!
wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world.
Oh
The mind
shit!
controls were
Pingu!
only a facility.
Dr. Pingu!
It's
Stanley
Dr.
gets so
Pengu,
intense.
dude! The fucking... He makes an
Had the bucket
appearance.
known this all along?
He's leading the
Stanley
pack.
marveled at the
Cameo.
mental genius in his hands.
Check
The one
out
who
our
had pointed him
Gang Beast
towards
videos
the
if you
Check
want to
out
know
our...
the reference.
Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they
Also,
spent
like and
the rest of their
subscribe.
lives
Subscribe.
in this
What are they
place.
doing? What are they...
Living
Oh,
through
oh,
live
oh my god, he's like, get away from me! Oh my god, he's like, let me feed you!
Yeah.
Look, I love you!
Of all the possible
You gotta
paths
do the
his life
subtitles
could
for this
have
video. You gotta do your
taken,
cacao.
This one was surely the best. Was happy.
Well, it didn't work because their beaks aren't open.
Oh, this guy's so far the best. He's so far the best.
He's
Fuck!
the silliest.
Dude, I was in the middle of that. I didn't even hear the dialogue. I didn't even know what he was talking about.
What? Where's the bucket? Billiam?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Where the fuck
Stanley
is
decided
Billiam?
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
If
memo.
Billiam's dead, I'm
No
not
matter
watching
how
this
hard
anyway.
Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
What the fuck?
Where the fuck is the bucket, bro? What?
Figuring
Figurative
Finders Committee? That's funny.
Oh, I like that. Let's go. Oh, wait. What if we do this? Hold on, hold on.
The input computer's off.
What if we do this, bro? What if we just...
No, the bucket though.
I know.
Can you go into that room? Go into 425.
I can't. Well, if I get
But the
close
other
enough to the
door's
bucket,
open.
I'm gonna get caught.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
I hate Monday. Oh,
I hate Mondays.
Oh, OD. I hate Mondays.
Where's my
When
lasagna?
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I haven't gone to this. Hold on.
Go to the right.
Okay.
Go to the right.
This was
The
not
voices
the
in my
correct
head.
way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he
The
wanted
fuck
to stop
happened to
by
this?
the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
True. Stanley Parable 2, baby. Oh my god. None of these
That door
doors-
didn't have a number on it.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all.
Did
just
you
to
close
spend a
that?
few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
I miss Billiam.
Stanley simply
Me too.
stood here,
A little
drinking
bit.
it all in.
Okay,
But
we're going in.
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Pass it, pass it, pass it. Keep going. I like this area.
Where's all the new shit? We've already been here, though. Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. Alright, here's what we're gonna do, though. We're gonna go down instead of up whenever we go
And
to the
so
ladder.
he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
There we go. Oh, whoa. Trust the Oh, see, look, this is the new shit.
Yeah. The figurines.
There will be a reward for finding them all. Inside of a
Yeah.
sequel exhibit. Found that one. Private
Oh, and a
private but
private
smelly place for an
bathroom.
important person. Okay. So,
Nearby
a
a
large
fireplace.
room. Lots of boxes. Stairs. Something to do with stairs. Somewhere both red and blue. And nearby a fireplace. You're right. Alright. So this is the mission that we gotta find. We gotta find out. Maybe we are the collectibles. Shut the
Shut
fuck
the
up.
fuck. Oh my God, did you write this game? Shut the frick up.
Analysis of the recordings allow me to try and get the source of the strange noise. Data shows that in all likelihood it's coming from a dark area. Behold, a very warm place. I also picked up what looks to be a remembrance of a porcelain surface. Anyone have any leads on this? This is fucking awesome. Alright, broom closet. They in here?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet,
Nothing.
but there was nothing here. So he turned around.
So
and got
stairs.
back
We have
on
to do
track.
something with stairs. So I have to
Coming
go
to
down.
Stanley's,
Go
walked
upstairs. Didn't you go
upstairs
down
to
last
his
time?
boss's
No,
office.
I went up last time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think so. Hold on. If
Let's
it's the
check it
boss's
just to
office,
see if
then
there's
yeah.
a bottle line. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Look at that wallpaper.
Fucking dumbass room.
What's through that door?
With this one, they won't allow me. None of these doors fucking open because they're idiots. They're dummy sandwiches. Oh.
Yeah.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands? Stanley
'em.
figs. What about Stanlerines?
I like
Yes,
Stanlerine.
I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under
What
your
about
belt.
Stanco Pops?
Stanco Pops. Alright, this is where like one of the weird endings happens, and I'm really
But
upset about.
Stanley just
Someplace
couldn't do
red
it.
and blue.
He considered the possibility of facing
Red
his
and
boss,
blue.
admitting he had left
So we got
his
the
post
stairs,
during
a red and
work
blue,
hours.
by a
He might be
fireplace,
fired
and
for
what was the other
that.
one?
And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he
Where are we?
believed everyone had vanished. His
Wait.
boss would think he was crazy.
We just
And
went through
then
this.
something
Oh,
occurred
yeah.
to Stanley.
This is from the
Maybe,
first one
he
too.
thought
I
to
remember this
himself,
one.
maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking
this is a different room.
mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this,
Is
he
this
began to
one where
make
you
other
walk
strange
outside the game
observations.
and you go like
For example, why
to
couldn't
like
he see
the-
his feet when he
Exits.
looked down?
What the
Why
fuck?
did
You're right.
you go to like the
automatically
polygon
behind him
version,
wherever
I
he
think.
went?
Like you're walking out
And for
of
that
the
matter,
game.
these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
Oh,
Were
yeah.
they simply repeating?
They're all
No,
repeating.
Stanley said to himself, this
You-
is all
oh, you
too
didn't realize that
strange. This
yet?
can't be real. And at
No, this was-
last,
I
he
can
came to
tell
the
this was a
conclusion
repeating.
that had been on the tip of his tongue.
Have you
But
seen this
just
one
hadn't
before?
found the words for
I've
it.
seen this ending for it. It's kind of sad.
Dreaming!
This
He
is a
yelled.
sad ending.
This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation.
There's a fireplace
His
in
co-workers
the
weren't actually gone.
In
He wasn't going to
the
lose
boss's
his job.
room? No,
He
I don't
wasn't
think
so.
crazy after all.
You think so?
Well, there is, because that's what
So,
moves so you
I
go to the
suppose I'll
microchip
wake up
facility. It's
soon.
the
I'll
fireplace.
have to go back to
Oh.
my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined
shit.
himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
True.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming
so
about
meta.
a voice.
This game is more meta than
This
the
game's
Deadpool
getting
game.
thinking about
fucking
how it's
meta,
describing
dude.
my thoughts, he thought.
Coffee
And while he thought it
nut.
all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself,
Inception.
believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Cold
Now,
drink.
hearing the
Cold
voice
drink.
speak these words
What
was
flavor
quite a
of cold
shock to
drink?
Stanley.
We got
After
yellow.
all, he
We got
knew for
purple.
certain, beyond a doubt, that
We
this
got
was in fact a
Pepsi.
dream.
We had
Did the voices
I can't
Sprite,
say that's
to make the
obviously
magical
and then we got
stars just a
3
moment ago?
waters.
How
We
else
got
would the voice
Dasani,
explain
Remember?
Aquafina,
This
Yeah,
voice
Crystal
there's
was
Geyser.
3
himself
fucking
too.
waters,
Surely,
dude. That's it.
surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
Whoa.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job.
Whoa, wife?
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming.
Oh no.
Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
This ending is
And
Monka
everything
S.
went black.
He's dead.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh yeah.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular
This
day,
was deep.
her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
That's kind of fucked up, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Come on, Bucket, let's go.
Hell yeah. Williams
Stanley
Barrett.
lifted the bucket
Wait.
into his arms, and a wave of
Has
comfort
a name
rushed
still on
over
there.
him.
True. Wonder if I disobey
Stanley
with the
clutched
bucket.
bucket tightly to his chest
Here we go.
and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge
New
was
stuff.
simply the place
New
to be.
stuff!
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be. No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No, the bucket keeps telling me to go this way.
No,
Said the bucket.
Okay.
don't go to the meeting room.
Nah.
Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Okay, Bucket.
Good.
You say so.
Said the bucket.
What?
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
That's new. I've
How do
never
I
seen
get
that
to
over
it?
there
How
before.
this bucket was speaking to him.
There's a
It
vent!
should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to.
Is that
think
another
about this
figurine over
obvious
there?
fact.
There's a
He was
collectible.
firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him.
You should
and
be able
he
to make it back
unthinkingly
over.
did whatever the bucket asked.
I knew it. A room with a lot of boxes.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Which one?
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Which dark room? This room? Oh, that room. Okay.
Now pick up the phone,
Said the bucket.
pick up the phone, and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket
This
could
is
speak
new,
to
yeah.
him.
What? New bucket stuff, man. Wait, what am I doing in here? Where's the rest of the story? Hello?
Where's your bucket?
There it is. Hello, Stanley. It's me, your bucket. Press triangle to take me to work with you. Okay, bucket.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Bucket! Press down a D-pad to take me back home with you.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Bucket! I swear to go back to work. Oh boy.
Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think, it can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
Impossible. This is impossible, right, Tyler?
I refuse.
I refuse. Don't listen to
Don't
the
listen.
loud man.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is
Jazz
this awful
music.
bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
Wasn't that time?
Bucket! Press to ignore anyone in your life except for me.
Obviously.
It's sad. I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
Told you, man. Look at that shine. You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Press left on the D-pad to go back home. Okay, bucket.
Yes,
Billiam.
I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
To relive the same day with me over and over again.
Groundhog Day.
You bet
Oh
it,
my
Billiam.
God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water
I
from
love
room
him.
to room. It's a bucket. It's
Love you.
literally just a bucket.
When's your birthday?
Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much
Yeah,
more
you
than
a
just a
bucket.
regular bucket?
Bucket! Go back home to work to home.
Oh no. I'm having feelings.
For the bucket.
No.
What
What's
the
going on?
fuck
Why
is
do I want to
happening?
be with the bucket?
Damn.
Hear what the bucket has to say. Anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand.
Nice.
If I had the bucket,
Yeah.
this would be less confusing.
That's quality right
Yes.
there.
Hell
The
yeah.
bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation. Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley. I need it.
What?
Give it
What?
to me now. Give it.
Close
or
my
I'll-
eyes. I'm closing. This game's kind of like sinister and weird. Go
Yeah.
back to work, Stanley.
No. Unless
Okay,
the bucket's
Billiam.
saying that.
That was fucking crazy. Dude, what the fuck is this video game? Alright, meeting today, yay. Alright, here we go.
Pick up the bucket.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone.
I like
ever
work,
again.
I just hate my boss. Try that!
The
No.
confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
I know where to go.
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Got the bucket right here, bro.
Oh, good Stanley. I'm
Hey,
glad
you
you
going
found
to
your way
the-
here. I
Why?
knew you'd find this place eventually.
What the fuck?
fuck is this?
I've never seen this room before. This is the broom
You see,
closet.
your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley.
About what?
We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere.
The baby's
Bucket
here!
Isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic
The fucking-
characters
look,
from the
yeah, the
first game,
classic
like
one.
The Adventure Line and the
I don't know
Broom
about this
Closet.
guy. Who the fuck
Because
is this?
That's what fans want
don't
from a
know.
sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not
Computer,
this
sharpener,
bucket that
they have the
they've never seen
fucking, the
before.
adventure line. Like,
Yes,
this
I
is
know
all
I'm the
classic
one
shit.
who gave you the bucket, but
Adventure
you're
Line.
spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
Where's the collectible at, pussy? And the broom closet showed up. The good old broom closet showed up, man. Thank you guys for showing up to my intervention. And the pots! Look at that, dude. Wow. I feel so well...
And the fireplace.
Yeah, there's a fireplace. Where's the fucking collectible? There's a fireplace right here, is there not?
I think you need to do the one that's actually in the office.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go over here and see what... We have the adventure line showing me...
Whee! Look at that wacky line.
Yeah!
Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh,
Wow!
I played some silly
Who knows
music
where
as
it'll
well.
go, trademark?
Oh, we're not doing this fucking dumbass music again. Oh my god. This is so fucking super. We're going to the loony bin, dude. They're gonna fucking put me in a goddamn... Where is this going? Where are we? Another...
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all
No!
about.
Why are there so
Don't you
many
remember
chairs?
all the
Why?
great jokes from the
Why?
original dialogue?
Don't you remember all the great jokes? Ah, see, now we're going out.
Yes, it's as classic now as it was
Drugs and
back then.
hookers.
Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
What? Wait, there's two
No.
doors. No, wait.
Don't give up the bucket.
No, they wouldn't think about giving up the bucket, would they? They couldn't possibly do that, right? Right,
Fine,
Tyler?
if they want to, we'll just turn the game off.
Yeah, absolutely. What do I gotta do about this, huh?
Don't you get it, Stanley?
Dude, I told you. What
We
did I
need
tell
to
you?
Get rid of the bucket.
What did I tell you?
That's why
Look,
I'm very
this
proud
giant
to introduce
smelter.
a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
No.
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True,
What's this
it
about, dude?
also was not in the
Lore.
original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree? Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley.
No,
Say goodbye to the bucket.
no,
And then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
no! This is fucked up, man.
Now listen to me. It's
Don't do it
crucial
to
that you
trap.
give it the bucket.
Why?
I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket.
I don't know.
Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality...
It's getting really mad.
deserve
My
to join
controller's
the party of
vibrating.
beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore
Don't
the
do
bucket
it.
destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so
Can you
densely
not?
loaded with complexity and nuance that it's
I-
really like
Are you
10
too afraid to
personality traits.
push the
What
button?
other object in this
I don't
game
want to
can
press
you even
this,
say
man.
that
He's getting
about?
so
The
fucking
broom
angry,
closet
it's
certainly
vibrating.
not. I wonder what sort of bucket destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the bucket destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the bucket destroyer until you
What the
crash
fuck's going on? I don't know what's happening! Oh my god! Oh my god! No, I'm not gonna do it! No! No, I'm not gonna... The fucking
What the
universe blew
fuck?
up, dude.
The bucket destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new
You gotta
friend.
get all the way back there
For
with
the
it.
moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
Easy. Easy fix, bro. Easy fix. We just go right back to it, bro.
Holy shit, it's 1 o'clock already. Fuck.
Go back, kid.
I need to. I'll see what happens after this.
Mm. You can always watch the VOD.
Stanley knew the office layout like the
And
back of his
support your
hand.
channel by
It was
liking
only
and
a matter of
subscribing and
time
hitting that
before he
bell?
found
What?
others, wherever they
Wow.
were. Just a matter of time. Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home. Stanley clutched the bucket.
Alright,
tightly
I'm out, my
to his-
guy.
This was
Later,
not the
dude.
correct way to the meeting
Later.
room. But
You have a good
Stanley
night
had
now,
felt
alright?
the bucket calling to
You
him,
too.
telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
We'll see what happens here for a minute.
Truly, being here with the bucket was a grand adventure. Stanley reflected on all they'd been through together. First, walking through the door on the right. Then
Yeah.
walking to the lounge. Then arriving at the lounge. What a thrilling journey the bucket had inspired.
Yep.
Perhaps this was where the bucket felt most truly at home. Here in the employee lounge. Perhaps it's the only place a bucket can even feel at home.
What does that really mean?
Stanley decided to just give the bucket absolutely as much time as it needed to be in the lounge. Clearly, the bucket and the employee lounge shared a special connection.
Is he gonna say anything else, or? Hello?
But finally, the bucket was done being in the lounge, and they took the first open door on their left to get back to business.
We'll do that in just a moment. Hold on. How do you
No.
get down there?
Said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting
There
room.
we go.
Go
That's
somewhere
how it-
else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Fuck you, bucket.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Oh! Where the fuck am I, chat? Hello?
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it. Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get me. What's that? Who's there?
What the fuck, dude? Dude, it got a little, like... It got a little creepy there, dude. What the fuck?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What the fuck?
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone, not with the bucket around. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
It's all the windows. All of the windows have like some scary ass
This was not the
music
correct way
here.
to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the... No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on
Alright,
his
chat,
left
we're going down
to
this...
go back to the meeting room.
We're going down this way again. We're gonna do this one more time.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift. Good,
Said the bucket.
now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley
Actually-
did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him.
What if
of
I
course,
pull
because
the
buckets
plug
can't
to it? What
talk.
happens?
But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
In here.
said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Now pick up the phone,
Said the bucket.
pick up the phone, and it will...
Whoa, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking.
Oh.
Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk.
It was a joke. Don't you
Oh.
get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket.
Oh.
Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy
No
that
way.
one can watch to fully...
No.
Wait, yes, there is. It's sitting right here. Let's take a look.
Everything's different with the bucket.
What
Oh.
is comedic timing?
Oh, here we go.
What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes. Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak
There we
the
go.
entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny." Let's practice screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny" now.
I'm Dunny with the funny.
Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy.
I had my hand up and everything. They
Finally,
said the same
it's
fucking
time
thing,
to
15
hand out
degrees.
surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and
Some of
even
these are
tripled over
scary.
in laughter in
Oh
no time at
my
all.
god.
Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp.
Little
After all,
scamp.
we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence.
What?
And to very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just
What?
as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
What was that?
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it?
What
Well,
the
no
fuck
matter.
was
I
that?
think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along,
Okay.
let's head back.
Let's try it.
I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The
Okay.
king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we had the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now. Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley.
Oh, here we go, here we go.
The bucket spoke.
The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
Alright. Let's go on back. Let's get back there. Fucking talking to the bucket, dude. Let's go.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Alright, I'm gonna listen to him.
No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley.
What the
I'm
fuck?
going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
What the fuck,
Here we
dude?
go. You ready?
Yeah, here we
When
go.
Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Fuck, man.
What? We're back at the phone already? No. What's going on? There were supposed to be several rooms leading up to this. There was supposed to be a build-up to this point. A dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land. Well, not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have
fuck
forgotten
you.
that the phone room comes immediately after the 2 doors room. What an egregious mistake.
Yeah.
I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing.
Whoa.
I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp.
This is fucked up, man.
I think I need to go back and rewatch that instructional video again.
Don't fucking
Surely
do it.
That will help me improve my...
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison.
Ah!
Let me try that again, Stanley.
Ah!
I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No? Still not? Is it the delivery?
Yeah.
Pale with shame. Pale with shame? Pale... What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal, I think I saw it playing guitar. No.
Yeah!
Getting
That
away
was
from
funny!
this
Oh.
Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at these jokes. I need more instructional videos. That's exactly what it is. That's what will make me the king of comedy again. More instructional videos. Let's see.
Huh.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on. The good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together.
So this time we're gonna disobey and then we're gonna jump off the railing and see what happens.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Where's this going?
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Okay. Sounds good. Is this
Now then,
a bucket?
I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Yeah.
Incorrect. It
What?
is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
What?
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Yeah.
Incorrect.
What?
It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
This is fucking bullshit, man.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
Yeah.
Correct. This
Yes.
is a bucket.
Yes, dude. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. Got that one.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Yeah.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
Welcome in, chatters. Welcome in. We're trying to figure out if this is a bucket.
Is this a bucket?
Yeah.
Correct. This is a bucket.
Wait, what? I mean, yeah, it's a bucket. It's a bucket right there, dog.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
Yeah.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha. Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. Should be around here somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something. And therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out.
Yeah, me
I've
too,
lost
dude.
all sense of perspective.
Me too,
What
holy
is a
shit.
bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift.
Dude, I just clicked the
Do
green
any
button.
of us
That's all it
know
was.
what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this.
Yes.
I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely.
Wait, what?
Okay, here we go.
No. No.
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket? Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
Fuck
And
yeah,
we'll
dude,
know
deal.
that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
What if we do all no's? What are your thoughts?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfectly fine with him. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
We're gonna
Stanley
do
took the
no's
door on
for
his
that
left
one, chat.
to go back to the meeting room.
We're gonna see what happens when we do all no's.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good,
Said the bucket.
now ride the lift all the way to the top.
Chat,
There's
we are
something
hitting
up
an
there I
hour
need you
and
to
6
do.
minutes. We're gonna hit this ending
Stanley
and we're
did
gonna
not question
switch
why
streams.
or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked. No, stop. Look there on the wall, you see? There's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Chat, we're gonna vote all no's. That's what's gonna happen here.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket.
Sounds good.
Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
No.
Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
What if we get them right though? So the first two is the first twos
Item
are no's.
Is this a bucket?
No.
Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
There's a lot of choices here. We're just gonna keep voting all no's and we're gonna try our
Item
best.
3.
Because
Is
this one
a
was also this one was truly a bucket. This one was. No.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
And a tractor. Watch.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
No.
Correct. This is a tractor and not a bucket. To be honest, I just sort of put this one in here as a gimme, but I was starting to get concerned that even this might be too much for you. Thank you for not making me look like an idiot. Okay, next one. Is this a bucket?
No. It's a yes.
Incorrect. This is a bucket. Item 6. Is this a bucket?
No.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha. Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
No.
Yes. Thank you. There's nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket. We both know full well that nothing isn't a bucket. Wait, when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket, which of course is not true. Unless... Is that what you think? Answer me straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket?
No.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence.
This is a
Now I'm
bucket.
somewhat adrift.
Yet another
Any of
Half-Life
us
2
know
beta
what
fan.
A bucket is?
This is a bucket?
Am I
There's
a
more.
bucket?
There's more.
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely.
No.
Okay, here we go.
It contains the dying wish of
Is
every
everything gone?
man.
Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket?
Everything
Every single thing in the
was a
game was a
bucket.
bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
All right, chatters. We're gonna call that
The meeting room. Yes,
good.
that's where everyone would be.
This
Stanley
one was
just needed to get to the
good
meeting
clean
room,
hour.
and
We're
from
gonna
then
switch
on,
streams
he
here.
would never be alone ever
So I'm
again.
gonna continue with my wacky adventures on the night. All right. I love you.